Good day, everybody. This is RadiantDawn, and I welcome you back to part 3 of my Let's See These Normal Mode Radiant Dawn units. As I said, I am on part 3 of this mini video series. I originally recorded as one long one, then I realized it took an hour. Like it was an hour long, so I figured I'd break it up into 4 bits. One part for each part of the game. Makes sense, right? So yeah, let's get to it. So, Ike, automatically, S tier, just like Jill and Neffany. The thing about Ike is, it doesn't matter if Ike... The thing with Ike is, Ike will always be good no matter what, even if you're unlucky, he will be good. Just like Jill, just like Neffany, but to a higher degree. Because with data transfers, there's no way you can get a bad Ike. You can get, like, a +1 stat level up in each level. Oh no, when, like, before promotion, you could get +1 to each stat. And he'd still be an absolute god for endgame. It's stupid. So yeah, he's definitely that good. Titania, I'd say, would be the top of A tier. She's absolutely amazing. Actually, you know what? She should actually be in the bottom of S. She's not like dancer good. She can be bad after a while, but she's still... It's very hard for her to fall off. She keeps going for the longest time. Soren with data transfers, I'd say would be like right here. Without data transfers, I'd say he'd be below Titania. But with data transfers, Soren is right alongside between Jill and Neffany. He's almost Jill tier in terms of being unable to get stat screwed. But he's not Ike tier. Ike can never be stat screwed, really. Soren, sometimes, rarely, with transfers. Jill, sometimes, rarely, with transfers. Titania doesn't even need transfers. She's already good. A Titania with transfers would probably be like up there with Ike. Mist. She becomes a mounted healer. Bottom of B. Mounted healers are good. Rolf. Rolf and Shinnon I'm going to put side by side because they are interchangeable. I'm actually going to put Shinnon ahead of Rolf, though. I tend to use Rolf because he ends up a little bit better than Shinnon on average. I think there's been 2 or 3 times I did not take Rolf. I took Shinnon instead because Rolf just got that bad level ups. But on average, when they're at the same level, Rolf will be better than Shinnon. He has a little bit higher growth rates. He starts at level 1, so he's got more room to grow. But Shinnon's ends up almost the same with no investment, so... That's why Shinnon's ahead of Rolf, even though he can be slightly worse than Rolf on average. It's just he requires 13 less levels or something stupid. Like, Shinnon is crazy overpowered in this game. Boyd! Boyd. Well, where shall I put you? I'll put you right next to Nolan. You do the same thing with different stat lineup. So, yeah. I'm going to put Oscar... I'm going to put Oscar ahead of Shinnon Rolf just because he can be as good as them. Easily. And he's got 1-2 range. A lot, with like accessibility a lot easier. A tier. Gatry's going there. He doesn't have the movement, but he's got the strength, skill, speed, and defense to be there, so... And HP. Like, Gatry's a beast. That's all I gotta say. Gatry's the literal definition of a tank. Like, with transfer bonuses, what's my Gatry gonna get? Oh yeah, he was blurry. Okay, it looks like my Gatry in Path of Radiance got strength, speed, and defense boosts. So I think his strength stat will be capped in Radiant Dawn. I could be wrong, but he's still a really solid guy. Riss, he heals. He could sometimes damage units. He's more useful than Astrid. Riss does better than Vika, but that's as far as I'll go with that. Riss can't double anything when he joins. He's super frail. He'll die super quick. Like he could damage, he can heal, but he can't do anything else. So, yeah. Mia is going the same spot as Edward. These two are interchangeable, really. You get one, you get the other at the same level. They'll be almost identical. Mia will have more res. Edward will have more defense. That's about the only difference between them, really. Edward might have more strength. So it all depends on who you want to use and which one turns out better for you. But usually it's going to be one of these two for a sword unit. At least for me, anyway. Ranulf. Ranulf is tough. He's the best cat. He's the best non-lion beast type Laguz in the game. Like, he buries Left, he buries Lyre, he buries Kai'Sa, he buries Moram. Ranulf is good. The only problem with Ranulf is that he's a cat. Cats are kind of bad in this game. They untransform quick. Granted, they transform quick, but they also untransform really fast. He's still usable in the end game, which automatically puts him up here somewhere. He could take more hits than Lucia. He could double more enemies and kill more often than Joffrey. He can kill more than Alencia, but Alencia is a flyer with a heal staff. There we go. That's where I'll put him. Garbage. Okay, I'm actually gonna move Leanne down here. I know that's gonna be sacrilege. Don't worry. But Raisin goes there. Raisin deserves to go there. Ulki at the bottom of A. Janaf B behind right there. The reason why Ulki is that much higher than Janaf is just because of the fact that Ulki's special skill gives 30 avoid. Janaf's gives 30 hit. The 30 hit one is stupid. No one really cares. You're a hawk. You're not gonna miss your enemy anyway. Ulki never misses, but Ulki also barely ever gets hit. Like, Ulki's avoid with his skill is probably equal to or greater than Naesala's. Like, it's crazy. And Naesala's a speed god, so that should probably say all you need to know. Tanith and Sigrun. So Sigrun's with the pinkish hair. Let's start with Sigrun. She's B tier. She could do some things in the endgame. She can't do as many things in the endgame. But right about there. She could do chip damage and stuff. Tanith in this game is just a slightly better Sigrun. So I'm going to go with... There you go. And it looks like that's it for part 3. Almost at part 4. No, this is part 3. So, yeah. Do I agree with everything so far? Those two are garbage. nothing was really added to the C tier. That's because the greil mercenaries don't have much for bad units. Their units are either good or great. There's no in between. There's nothing worse than good units in the greil mercenaries. It actually put Mist higher than Boyd, higher than Nolan, higher than Khalil. What about there? Because she can heal. And a mounted healer with Canto. A healer with Canto and Physic is just perfection. She could run somewhere, heal, and then get out of that location. And with Physic, it's even better because she can like move 4 spaces, which essentially like she can get like an 18 move. Sorry, she could get like an 18 move Physic pretty easily and still Canto behind your allies if you got someone that's really far ahead. So yeah, do I agree with everything? Gatry, Marsha, Ilyana. I agree with the S tier, like 110%. No disagreements. A tier is good. B tier is pretty solid, I'd say. C tier is still unchanged. U is unchanged. And F is changed, but I have no complaints with that. So yeah. If you guys enjoyed this, hey, feel free to like, subscribe, comment down below if you see anything you disagree with. I love talking about this game. Favorite game in the series, as you can tell by my channel name. And yeah, just let me know what you guys think. And don't be afraid to tell me if you disagree. I love talking about this game. I'll gladly answer. So, this is BA RadiantDawn, signing off. Until next time for part 4. See ya.